pre-prepared question before we open it up. The question is, has there been a shift in your origination strategy due to either the pandemic or your portfolio's performance? And we'll open that up. Maybe we'll start with Gary.
Yeah, well, one of the interesting things that I've found is that, especially because I'm not a direct lender, so I sit as a broker to connect people with various forms of finance. So often one of the challenges that I get is, well, what value do I add? And certainly in an environment like this where the whole process is just more complicated, all of a sudden I'm finding that people are beginning to see that value much more easily, especially as certain lenders in certain jurisdictions may change their lending requirements or become less responsive because they're focusing on other things. What I've found is that basically selling the value of having someone who knows what they're doing and is in constant contact with various lenders to understand and how their appetites are changing. I'm finding that sort of advisory piece is really kind of coming to the fore now. I think the other area for me is that people are much more receptive to the idea, the benefit of finance, basically the fundamental benefit of finance being, instead of locking your cash into a depreciating asset, you're able to use that to do more stuff with it to generate a return. And certainly in an era like this where cash is king, everyone needs that cash to keep their businesses afloat while this pandemic goes on. That story I found has been resonating a lot more over the last few months. So that's basically kind of what. So I've found that, in a sense, selling the story of aviation finance has become easier.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of a shift in our strategies at all at Scope or for the owner loan space. The biggest thing that a coworker told me the other day as we were talking through this kind of stuff, we do our work and maintain discipline in the good times, so we're prepared for these moments. So I think the biggest piece of advice I'm trying to follow is learn the lessons of right now and keep these things in mind when things do get frothy again one day. So we're all best prepared to handle the next thing, because there will be another thing that comes up, whatever it is. Just be prepared for that moment now.
Yeah, and I would agree. I mean, from my perspective, we haven't changed our origination strategies, and this is really one that came out of the last downturn, and so we're fairly confident and we're doing the right thing in terms of what's right for us, servicing our existing clients, and really trying to meet their financial needs for their aviation. So no significant changes on our side.